Good morning. Welcome to Unity Longmont Spiritual Center on the 18th of December, 2022. And today we are celebrating peace in our Advent time. And we will begin with a piece of music from Faith Halverson-Ramos, and then we will hear from Reverend Dan Kendrick later in the service.
This first song is Join Together by Donna Michael. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. Love, 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 joined together, together in love. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. Joy, 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 joined together, together in joy. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. We are brothers, we are sisters, joined together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace. Peace, 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 joined together, together in peace.
Thank you, as always, Faith. It's at this time that we go into prayer by taking a breath together, being fully present in our bodies, our minds, our hearts. Beloved presence, everywhere present. We celebrate peace today and all days. Even when our world seems chaotic, we are reminded that we have eternal peace within us, and that by making a choice, a simple choice, we can dive deeply and rest into that peace and share it with others. We understand that from time to time, this is ours to do, and we do that with grateful hearts, enthusiasm, and joy. And so it is, and we will hear from Faith.
This is apparently a song from 16th century Germany. So we're going to go back in time a little bit. It's a chant called Rise Up, O Flame. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, bring to us beauty, vision, and joy. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, bring to us beauty, vision, and joy. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, bring to us beauty, vision, and joy.
Thank you for that sharing. So let us open again our hearts, our minds to Reverend Dan Kendrick. Welcome, Dan.
Thank you, Deva, and welcome to everyone. Make sure my volume's up. How is the volume? Can everybody okay? Good. Well, it's good to be here. And sometimes I have an amazing ability to state what is obvious to everyone. But as I come to these times where you've invited me to share, I think one of my main focus is to connect with the light the very best way I can. And even saying that, hearing myself saying it, I realize that's a misnomer. Because it's telling you that one of my focuses is to stay connected to the light the best way I can implies, well, it sounds like sometimes you're not connected to the light. And what I realize is I am connected to the light, and I would see you also as connected to the light. I think it would be more accurate to say I work with myself and my awareness to bring my awareness to the fact that I am connected. And that's not my focus just here with you this morning as I'm sitting here. I mean, I look back at it, that's pretty much my focus of my entire life. And I find myself in all different states of awareness in relation to my connection to the light. And that pretty much runs the gamut. Put simply, it runs from hell all the way to the depths of hell, all the way to the heights of heaven, and everything in between. And that's the part I can mention or have some kind of word. There's also other areas and dimensions that maybe I have no words for, and that I don't have that much conscious awareness of. So when I come to these talks, I see it as all options are on the table. And it's like, where will I find myself at any given moment in time? And coming present to that moment in time, what is my state of awareness in terms of being connected? Am I aware of my connection to the light? I had it's been a very special, let's say, very special 2 weeks, and that COVID came and visited our house. And my wife brought it to the house. Probably, I don't know, I think maybe 2.5 weeks ago. So I immediately knew I had a job on my hands number one, to take care of her. Number two, to see if it would be possible that I could take the measures so that I would not get COVID also. And I gave it a very valiant effort. But after, well, let's see, I think she got it on a Monday. By Sunday, I had my first positive test. So a week ago, not that long ago, it was confirmed. And you know, it's one thing to think about maybe getting COVID. It's another thing. The nice thing about getting COVID is it takes everything out of the, well, what's it like, or what's it going to be like, what's going to happen. It's like, you don't have to worry about that anymore. It's just like, here it is. I have to say, in a way, it was a relief because I didn't have to be concerned about preventative measures for getting it. So that made my life and job a whole lot easier in relation to being in the same house with someone with COVID. We could take our mask off. She could come out of her room. I told her at the beginning, like, look, anything you want at any time. We were texting a lot, calling each other on the phone, even though she was in the next room. But it's like, your wish is my command. And so all of my workload was greatly lessened. And then also my purpose became very single focus purpose. It's like, okay, so what can I do now that I know that I'm working with COVID? What can I do now to best take care of myself? And the number one thing I got was rest. Of course, the doctor I talked to also said drink a lot of water, which, like, okay, I'll do that too. And I have to say, going into rest was a wonderful experience. I had some symptoms, fatigue, body aches, a little fever, so on and so forth. But part of me totally, number one, realized I wanted to go into deep rest, and number two, how much I relished going into deep rest, because that's all. It's like going on a long trip, and you're going to have 3 or 4 days on the road, and that's all you have to do is just be on the road and enjoy the scenery and be there with your thoughts. Well, I found myself there with myself. And I relished that. I relished the rest. It was a great gift. I actually remember lying in bed saying, I'm really enjoying myself. Totally enjoying myself. I was reading some things, CDC and so on and so forth, and they were saying for many people, isolation is the worst part of COVID. I have to say, for me, it was the best part. So we're all a little different, right? A very special time. And I'm feeling much better, still recovering. I did take Paxlovid. Will have my last dose tonight. I was vaccinated. I thought 4 times, but Kate reminded me we had 5 different vaccinations prior to this. So I know, again, I'm just sharing my approach. I'm not suggesting it's the right approach for anybody. Unfortunately, I just have to make these decisions for myself. So how have I viewed this bout with COVID? I view it as a gift. Even though there was probably one more valiant at doing what I could to make sure I didn't get COVID. Once it was on my doorstep, I embraced it. There's something about embracing something, no matter what it is. That I find gives one power over it. Prior, and maybe that's been kind of a theme for me lately. The other night, this was pre-COVID, I woke up about 3 in the morning with a dream very vivid, still with me, like I was still there in the dream. And the gist of the dream was I was with a group of people, and we were on a journey, and everybody in the group made it except me. They made their goal. And I remember there's kind of like a finish line, and I looked at, and there they had just some of them, the prediction was that they may not make it, but they all made it. And when I realized I had not made it, I had concern, if not worry, if not disappointment, also maybe feeling a little fearful. It's kind of like this was hitting close to home for me for some reason. Like you could call it did not make it karma. Close but no cigar karma. And I was sitting there with it. And it was more than a thought or a concept, it was an experience. And it's one thing to have these thoughts, but it's another thing to be in the experience. And so it caused concern for me, like, oh, am I not going to make it? And then what to do with that? And as long as I was in this concern and worry, I found that I was doing this thing called separation. The separation was, well, not making it right, separate. I was separate from the ones who made it. And as long as I was keeping it in separation, the disturbance remained. And as I worked with myself, like, well, what do I do with this? How do I lessen the disturbance? The thought came to me like, well, what if you tried to and just embraced the fact that you didn't make it? And it's like, oh, you mean I can do that? You mean I can embrace that I didn't make it? Some people say, well, why are you talking about all this negative stuff? It's all in the way you look at it, is what I find. When I'm connected with spirit, I can go into negativity without being negative. I can go into, in fact, I almost see it as an imperative. I would say the higher I go allows me to go deeper into the depths. It's like, well, why would I want to go into the depths? So that I can complete anything that's incomplete there. So that I can be free. Like, what is this life about other than to get free of anything that might be holding us back? And this way I become my own liberator. Someone said of Jesus, he had a way of going into the darkest places and bringing the light. So as soon as I embraced the not making it, or the separation, or whatever you'd want to call that, the energy around it, that was anything that was still attempting to hold me, just started dissolving. It all started dissolving. It no longer became an issue. I think last time I was here, I didn't say a whole lot, if I remember, but I do remember reading Walt Whitman and him talking about his brother, the one who was crucified, and the great oneness he felt with that one. And that the idea was, we're saturating this level with loving until we all come into that place where we know ourselves to be brethren and lovers as you. And I find that's a very personal message, the walking in the light, the being the Christ consciousness on this level is a process of bringing the light to those places that are inside myself that most need the light. And certainly I ask that I go as high in my consciousness as I can, my fullest potential. But what I'm realizing is, and asking that I go to those heights, that enables me to go into any depths that there are in my beingness that still need liberated. And it's as each one of us do this for ourselves in our own way, we saturate, our own being is saturated with this loving, this healing, this rebalancing, this wholeness. And we experience our own salvation day by day. You know, you may ask, well, where does it all end? Like, well, I haven't found an end yet. I'm still daily involved in this process. I wasn't expecting COVID to be on my doorstep. But guess what? It showed up. I'm so grateful that once it showed up, however I arrived, I did all I could to tie my camels, right, as they say. I gave it a very valiant effort to keep it away. But once I did all I could on my end, and I will emphasize all I could on my end, and it still showed up. It's like, okay, now my purpose, my task is to work with it, to use this to my advantage, for my learning, my growth, my expansion. Which I will tell you I have done also with the same vigor and enthusiasm as I did to keep it away. I just shifted the focus now. Like, okay, and I can tell you I have no regrets. Zero. There's this, I was going to say immutable, but I don't even know if I know what that word means. So I won't use that word. But there's this irrepressible, there we go, spirit inside me that I'm in touch with. Irrepressible spirit. That when I'm faced with whatever life brings to me, that spirit, when I choose it and I ask and I say, please come, let's walk through this together. That spirit says, I certainly will. Thank you so much for asking, and it'd be my total pleasure to walk with you, to bring you all the learning and the growing that's in this for you, to work with you on every level, your body, your emotions, your mind, your unconscious. This too will serve you, and you will see that this too is only another stepping stone into your ultimate liberation, into your ultimate joy, into your ultimate peace. I think, David, you said this was Advent, which is the season of peace, something like that. And heard that, like, well, yeah, peace. That's a lot of what I'm looking for, peace. And so I ask for peace, and spirit brings me a dream where I wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning, very disturbed. And I say, wait, spirit, I asked for peace. I didn't ask for disturbance. And Spirit says, yeah, but this is part of bringing you peace. This is something that needs your attention, the light. And we bring it to your awareness here, and we're with you. And we will bring you through this and show you what needs to be learned here. And as you learn it, you will find that greater peace so that you'll never be subject to the sensation of or the thought of thinking you're left behind. Because that's an illusion, it's a lie that you bought into maybe many existences ago. And it's time to clear that once and for all. And come into the oneness, the glory that you are, that we are, as the beloved. Earlier this morning, as I was preparing for this time with you, I touched into my heart and had the experience of that connection. And these words, you must give expression to your heart, Dan. There must be those times when you allow you as your heart to soar and to know yourself as the beloved. Father, Mother God, thank you for this time together. Thank you for your loving spirit, the presence of the Christ that works with each one of us, always bringing forward what is for our highest good, for our learning, our growth, our expansion. Even the times we're not aware that's what's happening. We consecrate ourselves once again to you, to your way, to your life, your love, and to our oneness, so that we may walk this earth in peace, hand in hand with you. So be it.
Thank you, Dan. Let us hear from Faith.
This song is You Are the Light by Carrie Hillary. You are the light of love. I am the light of love. You are the light. I am the light. We are the light of love. You are the light of peace. I am the light of peace. You are the light. I am the light. We are the light of peace. You are the light of hope. You are the light of hope. joy. I am the light of joy. You are the light. I am the light. We are the light of joy. You are the light of love. I am the light of love. You are the light. I am the light. We are the light of love.
Thank you, Faith, for bringing in hope, joy, love, and peace.
Mhm.
So at this time, let us go into our sharing of light and love, our donation, by going into a brief meditation. We take a breath, become aware of our bodies, our human bodies, aware of this moment, aware of our minds, our hearts, and increasingly aware of our divinity, as each of us is an expression of the divine. Resting in this divinity, we can focus on the love and light that we are. And as we focus on it, we notice it expands. There's warmth and comfort here. There's rest here. As we each move through our lives, let us remember that this can be shared. Let us remember each of us can choose to be a reminder to others that we are all fully human and fully divine. As always, we say thank you. Thank you to each other. Thank you to this presence. Taking a nice breath, we let go of anything we no longer need. And so it is. And we will finish with faith.
This last song is A Light in This World by Donna Michael. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. light in this world, and we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright, and we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright.